Hey there, Heather Boyd Wire here, and today it's Tip Tuesday. So today I'm going to show you how to make this ring base that is adjustable, and you can use it to make a ring with a dangling bead. You can wind wire around it. You can really use your imagination to create any kind of embellishment for the ring. So what you're going to need for this project is 18 gauge wire, your tools, a ring cone or a marker, and some 6mm beads. Take about a foot of wire and just fold it in the middle. Just take your flat pliers to give it a good pinch and then straighten these out if you have to. And you want to push it in a little bit more, depending if you want this like thin or wide. It's totally up to you. Get some larger round pliers and hold the wire in there, and then you just really want to kind of gradually, like with your pointer finger, just kind of smooth it around to make a bit of a curve. So we've got that formation going, and then take your ring cone or a marker and just hold it in place. Like you can do it on the ring cone, or if you prefer, the marker is actually good because it's like a consistent width. It just depends, like if it's a decent size for your finger. And then we're just going to bring it around. And for this style, I have other adjustable rings where I just go part way around. I'll link up the other video I have for an adjustable ring done that way. But what I want to do this time is actually bring this part all the way to the front. This part that is adjustable. So this is how I'm going to do it this time. The other time it ended at the back. And then what you want to do is bend this middle wire straight up at a right angle. So just hold that in place and bend it straight up at a right angle. Place this back on the ring cone to hold it in place. And then you want to wind this wire around here. So we'll just hold it in place and just bring it right around. And then you want to clip that like really flush in there. So we're going to get these cutters, push it in there, and then you want to squish that end down a little bit so it's not scratchy. So we're just going to kind of squish it in place. Okay, so now at this point you can finish it different ways. I tried some different experiments. I did this one, and so it's just like right in there and the wire's not wound around. I did another one where I made like a little loop with this end. I just did a little loop here, and then I dangled another bead down. So that's another possibility. And then I have this one where I wound the wire around. So let's do it that way, where we wind the wire around. So what you want to do is just take this and bend it over at a bit of a right angle. This is to allow space for the bead. So we're going to just stick the bead on there, and you see it sits kind of nicely in place there. And then what you want to do is actually hold this bead. It's a little tricky because the 18 gauge wire is a little stiff, but you want to just wind it around the bead. So try to make it sure it's around like the round part, so it makes a nice smooth bend here. So we're just going to bring this right around, and if you need to, you're going to take the end of your pliers here and just bring it around here. I cut it a little bit short. I would have been better if I had a little extra leeway, but it's not too bad. So it's just pushed right in there. It's really discreetly in there, and there you have your very cool ring, and it is somewhat adjustable in there as well. So if you want to do the one with the dangly bead, we're just going to take the same amount of wire, maybe a little bit less, and just bend it in half again. Okay, and then we're going to get our larger round pliers and just give it a head start there around, and do it with this ring cone here. And depending on how big your finger is, we're just going to wind it right around twice. Yeah, the cone's a little trickier because it gets tapered up, but I think it should be fine like that. Okay, so we're gonna go here. So it's gone like 2 full turns around. And same thing, we're gonna bring this up at a right angle, put it back on the ring cone, and take that and just wind it around, clip it. You see, once you get the hang of it, it could go really quickly. So if you're selling rings, you could do quite the mass production of rings with this. So then this end is sticking up, so we want to make a loop to dangle a bead, and I find the easiest way to do that is to clip it first to say 1/2 inch-ish, and then you're going to take your round pliers and just, you could always like bend it back a bit, and then just with a little flick of your wrist, you're going to bring it in here. Okay, so we've got like your little loop there. You could make the loop smaller if you want. Like if you find it too big, you can definitely make it smaller and just kind of bend it down there to be a little more discreet. And then we're going to add the bead on there. So then you could just take your head pin and put your 6mm bead on there, and you want it to dangle down. So we're going to cut this to about 1/2 inch, clip it off, and then take our round pliers to form a loop at the end. So what I do is I bend it back with my fingernail just there, and then twist this around till it's almost closed, but then you want to loop that onto the ring. So we're just going to take this and loop it onto that little loop, and then we're going to close up the loop, and just if you can get it to kind of sit in the top of the bead, that's great. And there you have your little adjustable ring with the dangly bead. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making videos. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And if you'd like to join my Facebook group, the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club, I'll link it up below. It's a group where we share all kinds of our photos of our creations and inspiration for each other. And if you'd like to check out my work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wire wedding cake toppers and unique jewelry. I also send out a monthly newsletter, so if you'd like to sign up below, I'll send you my Wire Art Essentials ebook, where I give a list of my supplies and materials and a few tips. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you the next time.